Welcome to another Donger deck discussion with the resident deck builder of the Dongers of Runeterra, Sith Holocron. How you all doing? Hope you're still enjoying the new expansion, the new Targon Mountain deal that Riot have just given us. And I'm really trying to find a deck that is a little bit different. And especially one. I mean, we're called the Dongers of Runeterra for a very good reason. Vi Heimerdinger was just like still my favorite deck of all time. Um, Unbelievable value. And then it slowly got chipped away until it's nothing. But I actually always like Vi better. I think Vi's a really good character. I think she can level up really quickly. And then when she gets to 10, she does all her nonsense. So, yeah. I have imported a deck from my Mobilytics. I actually made it. I was adding decks to the Jewels of Runeterra on decks of Runeterra because you need to do that to get put them through. They want codes from there. Anyway, I digress. This is a deck I've made, and it has Vi, but it doesn't just only have Vi. It also has an awful lot of Freljord in it, like lots, like 32, which is amazingly big, like really, really big, like really big. But there's a few twists, and there is a few twists. So we're going to start the deck off with our lovely favorite Omen Hawk. What a great card he is. It's just so damn good. So damn good. So top two allies in your deck get +1 to each stat line. Fantastic. Icefield Archer is still a great card to me. I think he's completely underrated. I think he's great. He's a 3-1. Yes, that can kill him. But he's really good late game. Like, he's so good late game. Oh, you've put an Ice All down. Here. Poof, he's not doing anything for a turn. That's class. Mystic Shot. Nothing else needed to be said. Deal 2 to anything. Brilliant. Just brilliant. And then one of the new cards. This is Troll Champ. Burst spell. Give an ally 0/2 to give an enemy -1/0. So they get -2 power. You get +2 health. Will pretty much keep your units alive at all times. And it's really cheap. Not only to craft, but to play. It's burst. It can't get stopped. It's a super, super, super thing to put into this deck. It's just really good. But this deck, and I haven't even thought of a name for it yet, likes to do an awful lot of like damage to itself, which, unlike Shadow Isles, it actually wants to kill itself to bump things up, to actually make it win better, no matter if you're using Endure or the Neverglade Collector or something like that. Ember Maiden just does 1 to everything. And again, is just kind of class. She's a 3/2. She will do it twice. And that can take off, your Roman Hawks and your Icefield Archers and all that other sort of stuff for 1. And she fits nicely in there with the Kindly Tavern Keeper. So while this one is doing absolute chaos and destruction when you drop her down, this guy will either heal an ally completely or your Nexus 3. That sounds pretty good. That's a yin to a yang. I like that idea. That's pretty cool. One card I'm really, really liking these days is Avalanche. Card I never really played a lot of before, but I'm seeing it in an awful lot of decks. So I decided to put it in here to try it out. The ability to deal 2 to all units is just literally fantastic. But it's like the baby of a new spell that came out. That has done an awful lot of good things. Which is later on in the deck as well. So Avalanche, slow, if you can get it off. Say you're up against like spiders or SI and everything's got like 1 to 2 health, just bash the life out of it and replenish stuff and start again. It's a very good thing to play. Babbling Bjerg is only a 2 of, and I mean, look at this geezer. Honest to God. Looks a bit cold outside, to be honest. But he will draw a unit with 5 or plus power. And we have good units to pull. Now, we're only running 2 of them because I don't want to get clogged up with a whole load of 5 drops, of which I've actually got probably too many. But, on 4 you can drop them. I would sort of expect that we would have one before. And I've put him in instead of our little wonder lady, who I think now costs 5, doesn't she? Have I lost the will to live? The one that draws cards for each 5-cost unit that you've got. That's the card that I am completely forgetting what the name of it is. Anywho, then we've got Torokai's the Tribe. Attack, deal 1 to all battling units. So the thought process between having him and the Ember Maiden is just to smash things everywhere, take things out. Sometimes this is a very difficult deck to play properly. This is one of the hardest decks I've put together to actually get to go off. But when it goes off in a very, very big way. Now, here's the thing. We all know who Vi is. Every time you drop any kind of card at all, she levels up from a 2/4 and ends up being like an 8/4, 9/4, 10/4, 11/4. Horrible. And then, when she does it, when she strikes a unit attacking, you deal 5 to the Nexus. So she can win the game by herself. And I love the wee pink haired girl. She's just fantastic. She is like really fantastic. And the only cards that are in here that are from P&Z is Vi and Progress Day, but we'll get to that in a little minute. I'm also running Trundle. Now, there's a reason why I'm running Trundle. Number 1 is because I wanted to make a half-decent deck with him in it. Number 2 is got regeneration. And as soon as you summon it, you create an Ice Pillar in hand. And the Ice Pillar is this. It's a 0/8. When you play it, you refill 8 mana. Just straight away, it pays for itself. When you play and round start, give the strongest enemy vulnerable this round. That is super fantastic for trying to take off big units. That's horrible. Okay, that's not nice at all. And then when he levels up, he also gets Overwhelm, which is pretty good. Plus, if you've got any other 8-cost cards in hand, of which we have 5, he gets 1 extra power with his Overwhelm, which is lovely. Now, let's go for the 2/8 things. Progress Day, draw 3, reduce those costs by 1. Excellent. So you can fire him out when he's leveled up and get all that. But if if you're running short on cards or you're bricked or whatever it happens to be, Progress Day is your get out of jail card. Was always a big thing in Ezreal, was always quite a big thing in Valheimer. So I've decided to put 2 of those in specifically because of the Trundle level up. And the other one is Avalanche's Grandad. This gives all units -3 this round, and then you deal 3 to every single unit on the board. And that will just mind wipe things off everywhere. I mean, it will just literally get a minimum of 70% off the board altogether, and then you can build up again. It is a superb card when played at the right time. And by played at the right time, I mean, don't do it when people have got mana to kind of like let them spend their mana, let them put their units out. If they put one big thing out at like 7 and you've got the 8, but everything else is tiny, fine, it'll be the only units there, especially if they drop it. You'll have time to put your slow in. There won't be anything that'll be able to stop it, and they will lose up like 70% of their damage dealing units to the Icequake. And now one of the most underrated and busted cards I've found. This, I think, is almost better than Tarek. Because, sorry, Trundle. I'm very tired. It's quite loud here. He's a 4/6 with regen for 5. When he levels, he's a 5/7 regen with Overwhelm. But this guy, for 6 mana, has the Overwhelm and the regeneration. And if you behold an 8-cost card, grant another ally Overwhelm and regeneration. So I've played one game. Just one game. And I hailed the Ice Quake after putting down Trundle. And in 3 turns, everything had Overwhelm and Regen and is unbeatable. It's unbeatable. You play this again because it's just a unit, then you're getting something else out and something else out. It's, oh, Lord God, it's. Can you imagine Overwhelm Regen Vi? Overwhelm Tarkaz? You know, even that's kind of good. But you can do it on these. It's such a. I'm just going to call this the Augurs because I genuinely think out of all the cards that I've seen, he's in the top 5 of the least played, best units that the new expansion has actually given us. So try it out, see what you think. I'll save it and I will clip the deck code. So there you go. 11, 12, 13 minutes, whatever it is. I'm just going to have a look at the clock. Yeah, it's coming up to 12 minutes. We'll put the pinned comment section full of like, come and join us on social medias and Discords, and you'll find the deck code in there as well. So if you like these videos, you like me wasting my time making brand new decks for you all to play, please give us a thumbs up. It makes us more visible on YouTube. But we are getting there. We are definitely getting there. So I hope you enjoyed it. And until the next time, guys, Dongers out.